a way to be together. My mom, she won't miss it, will she?
Your mom ever missed a powwow?
First of all, this film is incredible. I feel like it captures a community that we just haven't seen on film before, and it's told so authentically. Can you talk about working with the Cherokee Nation to bring fancy dance to life?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we were so blessed with our script to be able to find financing, and then, you know, what a wonderful addition to that for the Cherokee Nation to come on board. We were the first film to receive their incentive. We shot in and around Cherokee Nation. We were able to bring on a lot of Indigenous crew by way of their wonderful Indigenous list. And then, you know, it was wonderful also to have worked in the area on reservation dogs and to be able to bring over a lot of the crew from my work there, local crew, onto the film. So, in many ways, making the film felt like kind of bringing a family back together.
That is incredible. Now, what inspired you to create Fancy Dance, especially focusing on the themes of family, loss, and resilience within the Indigenous community?
Yeah, at the time I was doing a language immersion program where I was studying full-time the Cayuga language, and I was really inspired by seeing a matriarchal society and like how important matrilineal kinship is inside like the grammar and the syntax and the vocabulary of the language. And so I was just inspired to imagine a modern day where young people speak the language fluently and where matrilineal kinship was the cornerstone to the culture and community. And I just, I saw an auntie and a niece dancing together, and it became a fun, mission for my co-writer Michiana and I to get them there.
Now, Lily and Isabelle are phenomenal in this film, and I believe this is Isabelle's first feature film. Can you share some insight into the development of Jackson Roke's character and how their relationship evolved throughout the writing process?
Yeah, absolutely. So Lily and I had worked together prior on a short film that we'd made together called Little Chief. And I said, hey, do you want to do a feature together? And so Lily was really instrumental in building Jax out from the beginning. Lily was reading drafts of the script, and it was a role that Michiana and I molded and made for Lily. And then Isabelle, we started very early on. Before we even had financing for the film, we had some grant money, and we brought on a casting director because we knew we needed to start the search for this young woman. And I actually, many months later, was casting an episode of TV, and we were looking for a pregnant teenager, and Isabelle's tape came across my desk, and she looked way too young for that role, but I was like, but she looks perfect for Roke. So she read for the part, and I met with her over Zoom, and I just knew that she was the one. And, it was a magical moment the day that Lily and Isabelle connected in prep. They did 2 weeks of language immersion and dance. And, the chemistry of the two of them in real life comes across so naturally in the film. I mean, they just really like each other, and they both have this kind of like spunky, curious nature, and so it was easy to adapt those roles for those two very strong actors.
Incredible. Now, this film delves into the failed justice system and its impact on Indigenous women. Can you talk about shining a light on these themes in the film?
Yeah, we didn't want to create a film that was going to like hit people over the head with some sort of like education or directive. But we were making a film about these two Indigenous women, and Michiana and I talked about, what we would want to express. And, you can't go online on social media without seeing a missing poster of it's just such a real, everyday, prevalent thing that exists in Native communities that we thought it was important to tell that story. But again, it's not a procedural, it's not like a courtroom drama. It's really about these two women and their love for each other, and how their enduring spirits are able to transcend this trauma and these oppressive forces that are happening around them. So really, it's a story about grief and love and loss, but it's also one of joy and survivance.
Well, Erica, thank you so much for sharing this story. It's an incredible film. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I didn't come all the way out here to fight.
Why did you come?
I'm worried about your sister.
She don't come back soon. The state's gonna take Roke.